Group 4, Dominican Republic, French Guiana and Bermuda. Now, French Guiana are a team that are definitely on the rise in the Caribbean. Remarkably, in 2014, they actually started in the preliminaries. I'm not entirely sure why. They went all the way through to the 5th place playoff against Honduras. They actually won the first leg 3-1, then succumbed to a 3-0 defeat in the second, and therefore didn't make it to the Gold Cup. That would have been their first ever Gold Cup appearance. Fantastic team spirit. Some good players as well recruited from Ligue 1 and the second division in France. And they actually saw off Cuba 3-0 in the first round, which is very impressive. And that's what booked their place in the second round. I've got them down to go first, even though they're a non-FIFA member. They're another French overseas department, and they're often overlooked in the Caribbean, but they're a growing force. The momentum is with them, so I think they're going to finish first in Group 4. Bermuda and Dominican Republic are the other two teams. Bermuda were without their talisman Naki Wells, who's had a fantastic season with Huddersfield, hit double figures on the goal scoring charts. They're without him and Rahi Simmons from Chesterfield in the first round. Those two should be back for next month. They'll make a huge difference up front, and I think those two, along with other players like Dante Leverock at the back, and of course you've got Trey Ming, Reggie Lamb, who plays in England. Those players, I think the squad will be strong enough to occupy second, ahead of Dominican Republic, who are a team that could do a lot better, but their FA is, without wanting to make too many allegations, their FA is a little bit haphazard in their organisation. They tried to recruit quite a few overseas-based players from the diaspora for the last round, but a combination of not having the necessary passport or documents, or just simply rejecting the call, they couldn't join up with the squad. And in the end, Dominican Republic went through on goal difference. They've got two players at Real Madrid, Raul de Thomas and Mariano Diaz, that if they came, they'd provide such a significant boost. Excuse me. And they've got Bonin as well, who plays Osasuna, centre-back. These sort of players could provide a big boost to Dominican Republic. But at the moment, their FA is a little bit haphazard. They're not being proactive enough to arrange friendlies. You've got the FIFA window where friendlies can be played later this month. Teams like Haiti, teams like Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Martinique have already taken advantage. They played Panama, lost 2-0 the other week. Dominican Republic haven't done anything to organise any friendlies, so I think their preparation isn't quite good enough. They're not utilising the amount of players that they could to maximise their squad. So I think Bermuda are just going to edge it in second, and French Guiana will take first. The final group, Group 5, St Vincent and the Grenadines, Suriname, and St Kitts and Nevis. Interesting group. There was actually some speculation that Suriname might not participate in the second round because their players going on strike. I know there's been a lot of financial turmoil in the country at the moment, and that might have a knock-on effect on the national football programme. However, it's been confirmed that they will participate. So I think Suriname, their squad isn't quite up to the required level. They haven't done very well in recent editions of the Caribbean Cup. I know in 2014 they finished bottom, struggled for goals. They were granted automatic qualification in the first round because Saint Martin withdrew for reasons not entirely known. So Guadeloupe and Suriname got automatic qualification. So now they're actually going to have to prove themselves. They're not just going to have to qualify on merit. But it's unfortunate for them that they've been drawn against St Vincent and the Grenadines, who, although they're on a downward spiral in World Cup qualifying, and the coach, Cornelius Huggins, his future has been called into question, they have got some very good forward players in Olex Anderson, Myron Samuel, Tevin Slater, I still say they've got one of the strongest strike forces within the Caribbean. Very, very, very dangerous on the counter-attack as well. And then St Kitts and Nevis are probably one of the most informed teams in the Caribbean at the moment. The coach, Mexican Jacques Passy, is doing a wonderful job. He actually arranged a European tour for St Kitts and Nevis in November last year. They played Andorra and won. They became the first Caribbean team to beat a European team on European soil, which was a big milestone. And then they played Estonia and lost. They went through the first round with relative ease. They kept 2 clean sheets, beating Aruba and Antigua and Barbuda. They've got a very strong core of UK-born players who have made a huge difference. People like Romain Sawyers, Zeph Thomas, Harry Paniutu. They've got a lot of quality going forward, and at the back, Tranmere Rovers centre-back Luis Maynard, he was brought in by Passy just to shore up things at the back, and he played a big role in keeping the 2 clean sheets in the first round. And the fact as well that they're now 92nd in the FIFA rankings, their highest ever position in the world rankings, that is testament to the development of the team overall. So I've actually got St Kitts and Nevis to go down as first place in Group 5. Vincey Heat following up in second. They're going to have to improve their game, because I can understand to an extent in World Cup qualifying they're in a group with Guatemala, Trinidad and Tobago and United States. Okay, their resources aren't the same as those other teams. They haven't got as many talented players, but they've looked very tired. They've looked tactically poor in the last couple of games in World Cup qualifying, so they need to improve on that. And I think Huggins will know that if the team does struggle in this second round and doesn't progress, bear in mind that they did receive a bye, so they should be fresh. They haven't played any Caribbean Cup qualifiers yet. He'll know that the FA will be close on his heels, so they'll have to deliver. But Olex Anderson, Myron Samuel and Tevin Slater, as well as Gavin James as well, who plays football in non-league in England, they've got very good strikers, so that should carry them through. So yeah, that's all the groups. There's 5 groups there in the second round. As I say, they're going to be played from the 1st to the 7th of June, and the 5 group winners and 4 best runners-up will qualify for round 3, excuse me, which will be played in October. In November, we shall have the games that will decide who goes into the 5th place playoff against UNCAF's equivalent from Central America. And then in May 2017, there will be the Caribbean Cup finals featuring the 4 teams that will have already qualified for the CONCACAF Gold Cup, which will take place from the 9th to the 30th of July, I believe, next summer. And that will be held in the United States. So it's all go. There'll be plenty of action. I'm going to be covering it all on my website, www.thehomeofcaribbeanfootball.com. You can check me out on Twitter at Caribbean Football, football abbreviated to FTBL. Always happy to discuss anything Caribbean football related, particularly the Caribbean Cup. I'll be trying to follow as many games as possible. So just send me a tweet or just send me a DM. And I'll be happy to talk to you and discuss players and teams and the Caribbean Cup as a whole. So thanks very much and peace out.